It's 10 a.m. and we're going to see if our live stream's ready to go. Live stream's ready to go? Okay. Today is October 5th, 2019. I do want to call this meeting to order. If everybody could have a seat, please. And also, could everybody please turn their cell phones off? Everybody, please. Our transcriptionist over the past year has had trouble. Questions coming from the galley or gallery or people present. If you're not on the agenda, we would professionally help and would really be a cordial way for us to address your questions till the end of this business. The business that's on the agenda is our constitutional duty. So if everybody would be professional enough to save their questions till the end of the business and the legislation that we're passing today. This morning I'm calling upon the Secretary Treasurer for a roll call to see if we have a legal quorum.
Mr. Sobo. Diana Goyabai.
Here.
Clyde Narkamy.
Here.
Honora.
Here.
Mr. Redell.
Here.
I think we're missing one. We do have a quorum.
Okay. Robert, are you here?
Yes, I better count
He's here.
myself, hadn't I?
Okay, I'm here. We got 6 out of 7. You know, we have our Comanche Nation princess in our presence. And I'd like to call upon our princess. Could you render a prayer for the day, young lady, for your nation, and for the sanctity of everything that's Comanche? That'd be wonderful if you could do that for us.
Dear Lord, thank you for giving us this day. Thank you for letting us be here another day. Ask that you bless our people that are here today. Bless the people that are watching. Bless everyone that could not be here but wish to have been here. And bless everyone here and our tribal chairman, our CBC, our vice chairman, and our treasurer. Bless everyone that is here to help make this meeting a success. And I pray that you give us the blessing for another day, a great day. And thank you for allowing us to have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Thank you. That is our princess, Miss Mithalo. All right. We did have minutes from our meeting from September, everybody. If you could go to your minutes. I believe we handled all business. We had no carryover business. And once again, if I could ask the people in attendance, if you do have a question, we want to keep our transcriptionists we have, and we're wearing them out. We are wearing them out. So if we could have the questions to the end of our business, that would be really great. Is Bonnie here? Does she have her wording?
She does.
Okay. All right. While everybody's going over their minutes, it was a really nice fair. Even though it rained, the last day was really nice. I hope people will hold Mr. Sanders in prayer. Wow. He's a 78-year-old man, and I don't know, there's a lot of getting around. And from here he left to be in Nevada, then he was in California, and he had a heart attack. So if you could, it was an honor to have somebody running for president that wanted to come to our Comanche Nation Fair. Wasn't an endorsement, he was just traveling through. I just thought it was nice anybody thought enough of us to come. Where's Phyllis?
Outside of Bonnie.
Oh, okay. Today, there's a memorial for the late Norman Noni being held at our Woodgie Watchtaker Hall. I would hope everybody would go. They're having some really good food today, and looks like a lot of activity to go on with life. But that's happening today. Also, Indigenous Peoples Day is taking the place of Columbus Day next Monday. There's going to be a lot of educational things going on with the kids being out of school. And it's really great that the first inhabitants of this continent are recognized rather than the guy that landed on Plymouth Rock. Wait, Panama. Columbus, right? Yeah.
You know what, when, Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir?
people always talk about Columbus discovering America
Yes.
and discovering the Indians here. You know what, them Indians didn't even know they was lost until he found them. They didn't realize they was lost until he found them.
You're right, Clyde. We were not lost. We weren't. Okay.
No agenda.
Yeah, there's an agenda.
I just didn't, I stuck it in there this time.
Oh, okay.
All right, barring no discussion on the motion, could someone entertain a motion for the minutes of September?
I make a motion to approve.
Motion to approve. I need a second.
Second.
Seconded by Mr. Narcomi. All those in favor to approve the minutes from September, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Well, today we gave our enrollment office a break. Really great for Amber Hedge to come back to our enrollment office. We were kind of getting all tearful last meeting, but she's back and she's doing her good work, and we're going to bring everybody forward because we're starting our new fiscal year. So on that part, we'll be bringing that forward in November. We'll start off with resolution number 14-19. I talked to Bonnie about this. What they're doing, they're wanting to amend the policies and procedures for the Comanche Nation Prevention and Recovery Outpatient Treatment Center. They've acquired $2 million more in grants to help out with this endeavor. Before, we only had maybe one or two actual patients. Now we're busting at the seams of space. The program has become very relevant, very relevant. Also, I want her just to stand, if she would, and tell us about just the key points in your change of your policy there, Bonnie.
Okay. Well, the first one is actually, good morning.
Morning.
The first one is actually for the outpatient, the second one is the residential. So, with the outpatient, excuse me, we're expanding our services to tribal members, with getting their license. We're gonna start doing license reinstatements once they've completed the outpatient program, the relapse prevention program. We're going to provide, once they complete that and complete their drug and alcohol assessment, we're gonna start doing license reinstatements, up to $1,000 for the things that they need to complete to do that. Obviously, that's really important to
Get work.
yes, and take care of themselves and their families. We're going to offer grief counseling related to suicide. We're gonna start with 6 sessions that we'll pay for family members that have had a death related to suicide. And then if it needs to be extended, we'll look at that, as needed between the client and the counselor. We're adding, right now they're doing relapse prevention and parenting classes. Tracy Pokovity and Anna Silvermore just went and got certified to do batterers intervention program. That's a 52-week course to address specifically batterers. So that program is going to be starting within the next couple of months. And that's going to be a new program also that's being offered. They're also starting back up the gambler's education. That all those will start over the next 6 to 8 weeks. We'll have a new schedule coming out.
Don't give them free play.
No. So those are pretty much the highlights of what the outpatient policies, some services that are added, and the classes that are offered now and that are going to be offered in the future.
Very good. Any questions from the business committee on this amend to policy?
Mr. Nelson, may I have a comment? It's all good.
Okay.
Bonnie, I'd like to congratulate you on moving that program forward with what the vision that was years ago in putting these programs in place and growing it. My passion is with prevention and recovery. I was there to see it from the start, and I like the direction that it's going. And with the suicide part in there, since I work with Wichita affiliated tribes in the suicide field, our Native people need that aspect, and the gamblers. And I'd like to offer my services as a gambling counselor, since I am a certified gambling counselor, for the tribe or for your clients that don't know. So, and help that process. I congratulate you and your staff.
Thank you.
In that vision.
Thank you very much.
I would like to say that I'm really glad for all these additions, and especially the relapse therapy. I think that's going to be real effective to their success, and thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Bonnie. Business committee, we have before us resolution number 144-19. I need a motion to continue.
I'll make that motion, Mr. Chairman.
second it.
Okay, motion has been made and seconded by CBC Doyavai. All those in favor for this amend, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed, same sign. There you go, Bonnie. And on your part about the, what you're needing as far as space, Phyllis, I think we'll go into executive on that part, and then all the CBC will be abreast of that. And when we come out, we'll go to motion on that.
Okay.
Okay.
So that would be the second.
So, hate to have you hang around for a while, but
That's okay.
hang around for a while. Resolution number 146-19. Keep me going here, Julia. I don't know what I did with my agenda.
It's actually 145-19,
Yeah,
prevention
it's right
and
here.
recovery, they're gonna amend the residential treatment
There we go. All
policy
right,
and procedure.
all right, all right. All right, let's go right to 145-19, everybody. Now, Bonnie, what you just said, you had two parts of this, and you really have some procedures for the residential treatment. I get it. And is there anything that stands out that's really different than what you had before?
Yeah, well, it would be what you were talking about just a moment ago, so
Okay.
that
So-
would be the main.
I see something called phases.
Yes,
That's new.
that was in there before,
Okay?
yes.
Is there an added phase to this?
There's not an added phase, there's just a few tweaks to the policy as we've gotten through. We've added some forms in the application process, just some minor tweaks.
Okay.
As we've been doing it for the last 6 months, kind of cleaned it up a little bit, so to speak.
Okay. All righty, guys. This is more or less a day-to-day effort. You know, they have to keep clients there. And the one thing about it, I do want to tell everybody looking abroad, listening abroad, you know, in the real world, it would cost families probably $45,000 up to $90,000 for this type of treatment. And we do this for our people. One thing about addiction and American Indian communities. It's real. We don't want it there. That's not what our ancestors wanted. We don't want that. I want to shake my head, no, no, no. My own family's been affected really bad. So, I got before us resolution number 145-19. Need a motion to
I'll make
continue.
that motion, Mr. Chairman.
Motion made. Need a second.
Second it.
All those in favor for resolution 145-19, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? All right. Get my composure here. Our Comanche Nation Entertainment, which is 4.5, hold on, please. All questions need to come at the very end so we can get through the business, okay? Our situation now is our transcriptionists, it's very hard for them to even get this business done because of all the questions that were coming forward, okay? Is that okay? All right. Resolution number 146-19, Comanche Nation Entertainment. The Comanche Nation is a federally recognized Indian tribe with our Constitution approved by the Secretary of the Interior in the year of 1967. It is to safeguard tribal rights, powers, and privileges to improve the economic, moral, education, and health of all members. Whereas the Comanche Business Committee is a duly elected official body designated to conduct this business for and on behalf of the Comanche Nation. And whereas the CBC received and reviewed the proposed fiscal year 2020 Comanche Nation Entertainment operating budget for all the casino properties, which is 4.5 and hopefully 6.5 before 2021. Now therefore be it resolved that the Comanche Business Committee approves the Comanche Nation Entertainment operating budget for fiscal year 2020. CBC, we
Make that motion to
deliberated.
approve.
Okay, you want to go ahead and make that motion, sir?
Yes.
Motion made by the Secretary Treasurer. I need a second.
Second.
Seconded by Ms. Doyabye. All those in favor to approve this budget, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. And I want to thank the gaming employees, general managers, marketing, all of you. We really henpecked this thing and took it back to them a couple times, and they got it done. All right. Resolution number 147-19. We had done an acquisition, and this acquisition involves a new property. This property should make us a cool, I can't say that proprietary information because it's going to make a lot of money. Okay. So here we go. This is a resolution of the Business Committee, and for us to have a signatory authority for our new property on Gore Boulevard. So, the Comanche Business Committee deems it's necessary for the proper management of the company to designate a depository account for revenues and expenditures of the company. And whereas at a new bank account at City National Bank for Comanche Nation Smoke Shops, DBA, that's doing business as. Comanche Nation Gore Smoke Shop be open and all checks, drafts, notes, or orders drawn against said account be signed by two of the following persons. Name, our vice chair. Name, Ms. Doyabye. Name, Mr. Sobo. Name, Clyde Narcomi. Name, Melina Littlecalf. And name, Amy Vassant. In their title and capacity of chairman, vice chairman, alternate vice chair, and secretary of this retail operation. We have a director of operations and the executive director. Therefore, be it resolved that the CBC hereby authorizes these designated and the listed members of the Smoke Shop Board as bank signatory for City National Bank. And be it further resolved that the CBC authorizes and approves the Comanche Nation Smoke Shop Management to open a bank account at City National Bank for the Comanche Nation Smoke Shops, DBA, and Comanche Nation Gore Smoke Shop. I would like to make a recommendation on this if we could. The final signatory on any of this should be our Secretary Treasurer. I'm just chairing the meeting. So if someone wants to make that motion to make the final authority and to have oversight over this is the Secretary Treasurer. Please make that motion for an amend.
I so move.
Second.
Very good. Did you get that, young lady? Okay. To amend that part at the very end. We got the motion and a second. All those to amend that part at the end, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Julia, you got that? We got it on the record? Okay. I'll bring forward resolution number 147-19 with the amend. I do need a motion to pass this entire resolution with the amend.
I'll make that motion, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Narcomi. I need a second.
I second it.
Seconded by our Lady Vice Chair. All those in favor of resolution number 147-19, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. All right. And thank you for changing that up there. I didn't know how that was really reading on the other part, Miss Julia. And for the record, everybody, Julia is going to Comanche Nation Entertainment. I know, right? So, hey, everybody, Julia has really given us a lot of good work. You guys. You know, she does a Halloween house, she does the Elders Christmas, she does a prayer breakfast, she does all these things, and we just really, wow, a big addition to the gaming industry and a big loss for the government. But we will move on. Robert Tippecanoe, you did talk about this to me.
Yes.
It's not, do you want to go ahead and bring that forward?
Yes.
Okay.
This is a motion made by Robert Tippecanoe, Secretary Treasurer. I recommend the Comanche Nation National Museum gift shop to enter into discussions with the CEO of Comanche Nation Entertainment and GMs in the Red River Travel Plaza to determine whether the CN gift shop can operate the casino gift shops and/or merchandising. Furthermore, the Comanche Nation Museum gift shop should consider the possibility of gift merchandising at the Comanche Nation smoke shops if such merchandising occurs.
Makes a lot of sense. Any questions here, Business Committee?
Yep.
Almost like a vendor of record, and they have the retention of sales. Makes sense to me. All those, who wants to make a motion was made by Robert. Who wants to give that a second?
I second it.
Okay, Mr. Riddle, you want to give it a third?
I'll give it a third.
All right, everybody, for this motion, please signify by saying aye for approval.
Aye.
All those opposed, say aye. Okay, thanks, Robert. Very good idea. All right, and also the Walters Public School System, they finally came to us with insurance. The deal is we have our community center, and in the past, they used to utilize our community center for practices, but if a child was to die or break their leg or tear their ACL, it was our insurance to cover that part. So we can't, as stewards of the nation, we cannot put our nation in harm's way like that. So, Robert, they sent us all the proper paperwork, and sir, do you want to read that motion?
Yeah, another motion made by Robert Tippecanoe, Secretary Treasurer. I am motioning to allow the Walter Public School to utilize the Comanche Nation Community Center for basketball practices. Walter Public Schools provides the liability insurance and will not hold the Comanche Nation responsible for any injuries. The use of the community center will be effective on Monday, October 7, 2019.
There it is, everybody. Any questions from the Business Committee?
I second it.
Okay, it is seconded. All those in favor of this motion, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. All right. And they do have a copy of their insurance. And Mr. Red Elk, I believe you wanted to come forward.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I move that Mia Tadenapper be released from interim Comanche Nation Entertainment to the CEO position to be permanent.
That's the motion, everybody. Any questions? All right. Barring no questions, I need a second to continue.
I'll second it.
Seconded by our Lady Vice Chair. All those in favor for Mia to become the permanent CEO of Comanche Nation Entertainment, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Hey, let's give Mia a big hand, everybody. Hey, you a proud mom over there? All right. Mia has really come in there, and, you know, her education just speaks loud to what she's doing. And she's been in the business for a while. And shouldn't we reciprocate and bring our own in, right? Shouldn't we? Somebody give a hand clap, right? Comanche first. Hey, better watch out. I might have my own heart attack up here. Anyway. Mr. Red Elk, I believe you have another issue for us to resolve today.
Yes, I'd like to move the realty program under the direction of the Comanche Business Committee.
That's the motion made. I believe we've had many motions and resolutions to it, but this is the final say. So, Business Committee, any questions to this motion? Barring that, could I get a second, please?
I'll second it.
Seconded by the Secretary Treasurer. All those in favor of this motion, please signify by saying aye.
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 All those opposed, same sign. Okay, that did pass. I need to do a roll call here. Is Robert Weaver here? Robert, okay. Law enforcement? All right, Ann Daly, okay. Cornell, Dr. Cornell Pee Wee Wardy.
Not yet.
Okay. Grasshoppers.
Cutting grass.
The grasshoppers are cutting grass. Oh, my goodness. Well, this is what we got to do. Guys, on this, we got some business, but I want to put the roll call. Since grasshoppers are not here, we'll put them at the end. Law enforcement, you'll be first. Robert Weaver, you'll be second. Dr. Cornell, if he shows up, he'll be third. Also, you guys, in executive session, we have business development. We have this prospectus from Bacone College. We also have the ideology of where our tax building can go to, where the WIOA and the Family Services building was, the blue building. We're thinking really hard of putting our whole tax commission over in that building and moving all of the gaming accounting away from the Walmart grocery store on Lee over to the business center. And that's just all relative. If you have accounting right next to the commission that regulates our gaming, everybody can watch each other. Man, that's a good deal. Okay, and also I need to go over East Gore signage for our new acquisition. We need to go over that. Also, on the smoke shops, there's a budget to be presented. Where is it? So we'll go over that. Also, a plumbing business on the horizon. Also, the business of Connie Real Estate. Also, the business of the business development team. All to be handled in executive session because it involves proprietary information. And believe it or not, Comanche Nation, we got competition out there. Other tribes, other businesses, and that type of information. We got to talk about the finances and everything in executive session, and then we'll come out for a vote. So, everybody, is there someone in the audience that has questions for the business committee at this point in time? Yes, young man.
Chairman, CBC Board. My name is Dale Smith.
Hi, Dale.
I'm at the Residential Treatment Center. I'd just like to speak to you, Chairman, CBC Board, and Convention Nation, and say thank you guys. Ms. Bonnie, Ms. Cindy, saved my life. I got out of prison 2017, the end of that year. Stayed out for a couple months, tried to get some help. Stuff wasn't in place. And then I can't use any excuses. But I was supposed to go to prison that day back in July this year for 21 years. Drugs, alcohol, the same behavior I went into prison with, got worse. And since I've been over there, they let me know by learning my culture, by the different things we do, by the volunteering. We're learning selflessness over there. And I'm really learning, they tell us to expand our minds every day. We wake up in the morning, meditation, and I'm just learning a new way and to deal with my higher power and deal with Creator. And He's working. If it wasn't for Creator, I wouldn't be here right now. Everything just fell into place perfectly, how I got here. And I just thank you guys for the center over there, and it's really changing my life. And these changes, and it's letting me meet my family. Since I've been here, I've met countless family that I have. Met my cousin Jared. He's always being a mentor to me, always helping me, even though he's younger. He's really helping me, and it's really changing my life, and I thank you guys.
Oh, man. Thank you.
Dale, what family are you from?
Warrior Visit Cable. Warrior Visit Cable? Okay.
Hey, Dale. Our lady vice chair, she helps a lot of people. And I'll tell you something, Dale. I lost my son 3 years ago. Same situation. That man right in front of you tried to help me out. A lot of people try to help. I'm going to call upon our lady vice chair, offer up prayer for you, that you continue on. We wanted to see you as a great grandfather with children you've mentored and you've stopped the curse, and that everything good would go in your life. Everything bad was just rocks on your back, and just let it go. So we're all going to rise. We're going to pray for you and all those folks, young men, older folks, that have this addiction that was never ours. So at this time, if we could rise.
Our gracious Heavenly Father, we thank you, Lord, for this moment in time that we can take to offer a prayer for Daniel and thanksgiving for his life, for the changes that you've brought, for all of the decisions that we've made to help that program. I thank you for every young man that is there that made a choice to change their life, and for all the helps that you have put in place over there. We thank you, Lord, that miracles are coming forth, yes, and their lives will be changed, and they will break the cycle to be, yes, overcomers and not overcome by evil. We thank you that we have been brave enough to look at these issues and to address them, yes, and move forward, that this disease, this addiction can be eliminated from our culture, because it was never a part of our culture. I pray that you heal every young man there for every pain and everything that has caused them to look in the wrong way. And I thank you that they are looking forward to a better future. And thank you for the leadership there, for Bonnie. Just continue to bless her and strengthen her. And Cindy, Lord, just continue the good work that you began over there, and just praise your name, that you are a God that hears and answers prayers. Amen. For many of our people in the past and even now are praying for their loved ones, and we thank you that you're a God that hears and answers prayers. And I just thank you for this time, and thank you for putting your hand upon these young men, and thank you, Lord, that they will be strengthened, they will be leaders, they will be blessed in their life, and thank you that you're leading and guiding them by your Holy Spirit. And we give you all the praise and all the glory for all the blessings and miracles that's happening there. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen and amen. God bless you. Bless you. Could I please have somebody make a motion to go to executive session. Oh, yeah, sure.
My name is Willie Pita. Usually in October, you give an update on our per cap. I haven't heard anything.
We got an October 23rd meeting, and we'll get the
And then you'll-
full gist of the per cap. Are you trying to jump the gun, Willie?
It's in October.
No.
You're excited about getting out how much money we're gonna get. so-
Well, the thing is, most of our billables won't be done until November 1st. Then we do our full recap. Yes, ma'am. There isn't none.
Huh?
There is none.
Yes,
There's
there
none.
is. I have some business.
You're not on the agenda, ma'am.
I know. She never did call me. I asked to be on
Well,
the
if it's
executive
a
session.
personal,
and
if
there was
it's a
never-
personal issue, and I believe it is, we've heard this
I
personal
need to talk to
issue.
the whole CBC whenever you have time.
I tell you what, we'll give you time, we'll give you 5 minutes, but it is a personal issue, man. It really is. It's not a business issue. But, could I have somebody make a motion for us to go to executive session, please?
I make a motion, we go to executive session.
All right, need a second?
So moved.
All right, all those in favor to go to executive session, please. Gosh, gotta get my composure. Please say aye. All those opposed, same sign. And yeah, we'll visit with you, Elder, Comanche Elder, we'll visit with you first shot. But everybody, do remember there is a memorial today. And wow, what courage, young man. Thank you very much. So we're going to take a 10-minute break, then go into executive session. Quorum, our lady vice chair is still out, but we do have 5 here. We're going to go to, I need a resolution for this, need a number, Julia, for development team.
148-19.
148-19. Resolution number 148-19 is before us. It's a business committee resolution. Whereas the Comanche Nation Constitution, Article 6, is exact to the duties of the business committee at the mandated monthly meeting. Whereas on November 2nd, 2007, the Secretary of the Interior of the United States approved and authorized the Federal Charter of Incorporation named Comanche Nation Enterprises. And whereas the Comanche Nation Business Committee sees the need to appoint this day, a business development team to bring any and all business for approval to the Business Committee. And we have diagrams 1 through 5. We go straight to diagram 2. Bring a ready-to-go business for approval by the business development team. It should be 1, project. 2, the business plan. 3, SWOT analysis. 4, the first review by the CBC of this work. Then we go to number 4, rework of number 1. Then we have a second review to the CBC. Then we go to marketing, financing, and the competition. Then we come to the CBC appropriation. Then we come to the Secretary-Treasurer bank account opening. Then we come to the operations of it and the timelines. If it's a dog, exit strategy. If it's great, we move on. Then we come to what we call the CBC resolution for this business to be established. Bottom line to this resolution, objective. Development team brings the takeoff, business plan, prospectus, financial needs, and SWOT analysis. Our final objective, bring a ready-to-go business for approval. I will move to our legal team due to the fact on one that's within the Comanche Nation Enterprises, which is Comanche Construction. We have to bring it up in our charter meeting scheduled for Monday, Rob, how any new business is not aligned to Comanche Construction. Could you elaborate?
Yeah, I mean, it seems as though There may be some significant liabilities with regard to Comanche construction. So the goal moving forward is to make sure or ensure that any new companies will be structured in such a way so that there'll be limited recourse back to their assets or any cash flow or anything else.
Very good. All right. Thank you, sir. If you go to Article 8 of Corporate Powers of our Charter, to create subdivisions of the corporation for the purpose of legally separating the assets and liabilities of discrete business endeavors of the corporation, regardless of common directorship, provided that each such subdivision shall have the rights and privileges granted by this charter and shall be subject to the limitations of the charter. The new direction for the Comanche Nation Enterprises is to have a business development team. I put together a quasi budget, which includes the team, the legal that we will need on certain projects, vehicles to get this going, the actual a gas card to make sure we have the vehicles ready to get this done. Also, a credit limit if they have to stay in travel or hotels. Proprietary on the amount. So we come to this. Therefore, be it resolved, the business committee today in legal quorum does appoint the business development team to bring sound businesses to the Comanche Nation. Each Comanche Nation member are exact shareholders to Comanche Nation Enterprises as it is written. Today, we look for profitable returns from each business established today, tomorrow, and the future. Furthermore, we, the Business Committee, strongly assure that Comanche First is upheld in the hiring of employees in these businesses. Our main objective, by all means possible, is to bring high-yield profitability to all Comanche Nation shareholders. We, the CBC, move for the Secretary-Treasurer to appropriate needed finance from new business line item. To move resolution number 148-19 forward, I need a motion for that.
I like that motion, Mr. Chairman.
Motion made by Clyde Narcomi. I do need a second.
I second it.
Seconded by Lady Vice Chair. All those in favor for resolution number 148-19, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Business Committee, I give you the business development team. Could you please stand and introduce yourself and what is your title?
My name is Travis Chively. I am the Chief Information Officer.
My name is Janet Sopedy. I'm the COO or Chief Operating Officer.
Cornell Sankey, Chief Financial Officer.
There they are. We got a lot of work. Guys, you're invited to the charter meeting, 10 a.m. at the Tax Commission on Monday. Now, we're going to the work. We'll go to resolution number, Julia.
149-19.
Which is what?
149-19 for new retail plan.
Okay.
Okay, this group has already been busy, kind of doing it pro bono, but on the side helping out construction. Whereas the Comanche Nation Constitution, Article 6, is exact to the duties of the Business Committee at the mandated monthly meeting. Section 4, no action shall be taken by the Business Committee except when a quorum is present. A quorum shall consist of 5 committeemen. Section 7, the duties, responsibilities, and authorities of the Business Committee shall include the following: to develop proposals which are in the interest of filling the purpose of the Comanche Tribal Organization. F, to implement, administer, and report on progress of programs adopted by the Tribal Council. G, to appoint such subcommittees as are needed to develop the proposals suggested herein. And whereas on November 2nd, 2007, the Secretary of the Interior of the United States approved and authorized the federal charter of incorporation named Comanche Nation Enterprises. And therefore, be it resolved, the business development team under the guise of Comanche Nation Enterprises is hereby ordered to bring a new retail plan under the charter of incorporation. Needed new business plan, SWOT analysis, and budget for fiscal year 2020. Functions of retail cannot be impeded on their day-to-day business during this new retail plan. And be it further resolved, the interim charter board will move on final direction and suggestive prospectus form. And this prospectus from business development team for this new retail plan. The prospectus document needs to describe major features of proposed literary work, project, the business venture in enough detail so that prospective investors, participants, or buyers may evaluate it, namely the interim charter board. Final approval will come from the interim charter board. Business Committee, I have resolution number 149-19 before you. I need a motion to continue.
I make a motion to continue.
Motion made. Do you need a second?
Second.
Seconded by Secretary Treasurer. All those in favor for resolution number 149-19, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Julia, I come to you for another resolution number.
150-19.
Business Committee 150-19 is before you. Whereas the Comanche Nation Constitution, Article 6, is exact to the duties of the Business Committee at this mandated monthly meeting. Whereas on November 2nd, 2007, the Secretary of the Interior of the United States approved and authorized a federal charter of incorporation named Comanche Nation Enterprises, and therefore be it resolved, the business development team under the guise of Comanche Nation Enterprises is hereby ordered to bring a new wholesale plan under the charter of incorporation. Needed new business plan, SWOT analysis, and budget for fiscal year 2020. Functions of wholesale cannot be impeded on their day-to-day business during this new wholesale plan. And be it further resolved, the interim charter board will move on final direction and suggestive prospectus from business development team for new wholesale plan. The prospectus document needs to describe major features of proposed literary work, project, business venture in enough detail so that prospective investors, participants, or buyers may evaluate it, namely us, the interim charter board. Final approval will come from the interim charter board. Business Committee 150-19, need a motion to continue.
I make a motion to approve, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, sir. Need a second?
Second it.
Seconded by Ms. Doyabai. All those in favor for resolution number 150-19, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Julia, I need one more resolution number.
151-19.
Business Committee and our legal quorum today, I bring forward resolution number 151-19. Whereas the Comanche Nation Constitution, Article 6, Section 4, no action shall be taken by the Business Committee except when a quorum is present. Section 7, the duties and our responsibilities and authorities of the Business Committee shall include the following. We develop proposals, we implement, we administer, and we report. And we do appoint such subcommittees as are needed to develop the proposals suggested herein. Whereas on November 2nd, 2007, the Secretary of the Interior of the United States approved and authorized a federal charter of incorporation named Comanche Nation Enterprises. Therefore, be it resolved, the business development team, under the guise of Comanche Nation Enterprises, is hereby ordered to bring a Ghani real estate under the charter of incorporation. needed business plan, SWOT analysis, and budget for fiscal year 2020. And be it further resolved, the interim charter board will move on final direction and suggestive prospectus from business development team for Ghani real estate. Prospectus document needs to describe the major features of proposed literary work, the project, the business venture, in enough detail so that prospective investors, participants, or buyers may evaluate it, namely, the interim charter board. Comanche Nation Realty will be an intricate part in this development of Ghani real estate. We move for the Secretary Treasurer to appropriate needed finance from new business line item for Ghani real estate after detailed work from business development team is completed. Final approval will come from the interim charter board. Business Committee, 151-19, to approve. I need a motion to approve it.
I make a motion to approve.
Motion made by Vice Chair Lady, Ms. Parker. Need a second.
I second.
Seconded by our Secretary Treasurer. Business Committee, all those in favor for resolution number 151-19, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign.
Aye.
Okay? We had one opposition. Okay. Number one, we have a motion here that our princess, Ashley Mithelo, be given a $500 stipend for the trip to France. Could somebody make that motion?
I so move.
Second.
Okay? We'll say Ms. Doyabye, seconded by Clyde. All those in favor on this motion, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed?
Aye.
One aye. Number two, CNLE, OmniGo software. We already got the price. We don't need to list the price, but they came to us in executive, explained it. Could somebody?
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, the motion should say approval for OmniGo software.
Okay.
Made by Mr. Tipicani, seconded by Clyde. All those in favor for this motion for CNLE, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Okay. We also have a motion for CNLE. They have two vehicles that they're wanting to purchase, proprietary information on the price, but it's for okay? We've seen the terms, dollar amounts right. Could someone pose a motion for CNLE to get these two vehicles?
I so move.
Second.
Okay, moved by Ms. Doyabye, seconded by Clyde. All those in favor for CNLE motion to get the vehicles, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. All right. We go to Bacone. We had a prospectus from Bacone College. We had a lot of other information we deciphered from Bacone College. We decided to table this, but to make it a rule in our legal quorum, I would need somebody to bring a motion to table Bacone College until November.
I make a motion to table until November.
Motion made. Need a second?
Second.
Seconded by Lady Vice Chair. All those in favor to table this item, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Okay. There is a motion for us to utilize a trailer that's pulled up from Ryan, Oklahoma for the benefit of prevention and recovery. Could someone pose that motion for prevention and recovery?
I'll make that motion, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, the motion is for this trailer from Ryan, Oklahoma. to be used for prevention and recovery. Need a second.
I'll second it.
Seconded by Ms. Doyabai. All those in favor for this motion, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. There's one last thing we really didn't talk about, but I got in detail exactly what it was from data provided by Grant Edwards County Assessor. And it's dealing with the blue building, formerly ICW. Okay, Indian Child Welfare, that building. We've been talking about it, but we're in our legal quorum, guys. Can someone make a motion that we divert this building into the new tax commission building?
Make that motion.
Motion made by
Mr. Chairman.
Clyde Narcomi to turn this building into our new tax commission building. Need a second?
Second.
Seconded. All those in favor for this motion, please signify by saying aye.
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 All those opposed?
Aye.
Okay. One opposed by Mr. Rideau. All right. We have our Comanche Nation Entertainment accounting team located on Lee Boulevard. We want to make ready our business center, which is located on East Gore Boulevard, as our new accounting office area to be refurbished for accounting. Moving it right next to the actual gaming commission. Could somebody make a motion for us to entertain this remodel for accounting?
One question.
Yes.
The term of the present lease, is there a penalty, or are we approaching, or?
Yes, January 1, they're supposed to be out. I think with the renovation time we have now for October, November, and December, we should move on it now.
So I make the motion that this be the new finance center of the Comanche Nation, and that it be effective, movement be January 2021.
Okay? For the
Second.
record, that'd be Comanche
second.
Nation Entertainment.
Yes.
And that was seconded by Clyde. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Now, these were motions for action, and this action should be regulated as legal law, because we're in our legal quorum. Head judge, you got anything?
No.
Okay. Comanche Nation Law Enforcement, anything?
I want to say one thing.
Wait a minute, I'm going across the board here. Rosette, anything? Okay. Any update from the governor's situation?
Just the letter from Attorney General Hunter also asked for compact negotiations from the Comanche Nation.
Okay. Right, Phyllis?
My name, not Rakua.
There you go. I knew I was gonna forget one. All right. Did somebody entertain a motion for the PEA Navakuwa for her to get around this complex area with her super assistant Terrence?
I so move.
Second.
It has been moved and it has been seconded. Appropriation from admin,
Who was the, I'm sorry, who was the motion?
it was in Comanche, I'm sorry. For Phyllis to have, what was it that she was driving?
It's a gator.
A gator, for her and Terrence. We got a big complex, she's gotta get around, so that's the word. Okay.
And then when I retire, it's going home with me.
We.
Who was the second? I'm sorry.
Clyde. All right, that's the motion on this table. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Robert.
Yeah, my question is, no, not my question, but my suggestion is that our judge here, Ms. Odapovi, said that she would welcome the mural for a moment, and she would host an opening of that in her facility.
The mural?
Yes, the mural.
We rotate the art through our courthouse, and so we would love to entertain that there for a while.
Wow.
And if you would like, we'd love to host an opening for that.
Outstanding.
I haven't told Carol yet that I'll step out and make that offer.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of like a day-to-day consensus. What do you think, Ms. Stoyeby?
Yep.
What about Clyde? Mr. Robert? Mr. Riddle?
Yes.
Ms. Lenore?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, we'll pick a day.
Okay.
Can we?
We also suggested November because that's it's Native American month.
Oh, yeah. Very good.
What was that?
All right.
November, anytime in November is Native American month.
Okay. We'll find you a day.
Well, everybody be safe. Have a good Halloween. We're going into Indigenous Day, not this Monday, but next Monday. We thank you for your time, for all those that are watching us on the air. Could I ask somebody to entertain a motion to adjourn this meeting?
I'll make that motion.
I second it.
Motion made by Clyde, seconded by Vice Chair. All those in favor to adjourn, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Good meeting. Good meeting. All right. Thanks.